Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. How's everyone doing? Let me know in the comments section. Let me also just make a little tweak to my microphone. Hopefully that sounds a bit better. Right, howdy. Honestly, guys, I wanted so bad to do a podcast yesterday, but after I sent my book to the formatter, it's actually been sent to the formatter. So we are late with the publication day, so I should probably start with that before we get into who said it. Before we get into the mess. Before we get into the mess, Rahini said it. Before we get into the mess, book is going to be delayed a little bit because everything just took so much longer than I thought it did. So I'm sorry that it will actually not be on pre-sale today as planned, but as soon as I can put it on pre-sale, I will. The ebook actually will just go on sale because I'm a self-published author. There's certain privileges that I don't get access to on these publishing platforms, and one of those is that I can't put my ebook on sale, but I can put the print book on sale. So hopefully, if not by Friday, next Monday, the ebook should be on sale, and then the print book will be on sale October 4th as planned. So I do apologize for that, but it is coming. Sorry, anybody that was expecting it today. Also, was there anything? Okay, no, there was nothing else that I wanted to get into before we get onto the mess. Is Dorothy Ross here? I saw Dorothy Ross's name, or someone typing her name, but is she here? Dorothy Ross, if you are here, I hope you're okay. If you're not here, prayers to you. Also, guys, if you can please send your prayers to Lightside, who had a passing in the family. Lightside has really, really been there for me the last year. She's been an incredible person, and it's one of the things that I'm just so grateful for. That this community has given me just amazing and supportive people. But she's in my WhatsApp every single day, checking on me, and just being an amazing person, and has become a great friend. So please send your prayers to her as well. She goes through this very difficult time. All right, let's get into it. Because I've been away for a few days, and I missed Harry's birthday. So a very happy belated birthday to Harry, who turned 40, and so many things to be proud of. A whole CV of accomplishments, but more than anything, I just think that Harry should be proud of the person who he has become, despite everything that has been thrown at him. He has become an incredible person. Things that would have broken a lot of people, and it really doesn't matter whether you are a peasant or a prince. There's certain parts of the human experience that are just, that it doesn't matter who you are, you feel it. You feel the death of a loved one, especially if it's your mother who you lost when you were really young, in circumstances that Harry lost his mom in front of the whole world. You feel it if you have to constantly put on a certain face to the world, even if that's not your reality when you go home. And for anyone who's ever been in the public spotlight, you feel it when you are under constant scrutiny, and there's no amount of money or privilege that can save you from that. So congratulations to Harry for all of your accomplishments and all of the ways in which you have chosen to give back, but more than anything, just for becoming an amazing person, amazing father, and amazing husband who put his family first. I believe Harry actually spoke to people about what he was going to do for his birthday, and one of the things he said was that the best gift that I've ever been given is, without a doubt, my kids. I enjoy watching them grow every single day, and I love being their dad. And you can see it in the way that he chose to put his family over the crown. So on Harry's actual birthday, he did pop up. Heart Mum, who's a friend of the couple, and has her own initiatives. I believe her charity, the Alliance for Children's Rights, she had like a whole campaign going where they were selling T-shirts, and the revenue for that went to the charity. And so she posted this yesterday. She said, "What an incredible day, full of emotions and lots of love. Our family and friends hosted this year's George Zajfen tennis tournament for the Alliance of Children's Rights, raising funds that will go directly to support children in foster care, ensuring they have legal protections, resources, and opportunities they deserve in honor of our beautiful son, Georgie." I believe that's actually the son that passed away. Is that correct? And Harry and Meghan donated to the fundraiser. "Our community showed up in a big way and I'm in awe. Get ready for days of posting images of this magical afternoon because I have so many people to thank and shout out from the rooftops about just how amazing you are. First of all, to our presenting sponsors, the Archwell Foundation, Harry and Meghan, you have been such a guiding light for our family, not just in the way you have shown up in friendship, but how you have shown up through the incredible work of the Archwell Foundation and what they do every single day. I'm in awe of your commitment to the community and to friendship. On behalf of the Alliance of Children's Rights, we thank you. On behalf of our family, we love you. Extra special day to happy 40th H. May this trip around the sun be the best yet. Kelly, Julian, Lily, and Georgie." Amazing. And oh yeah, some more pics from that here. And you can just really see from, these pictures, from the pictures from the bookstore, they truly have a community. And so I know it's super annoying, but when you see these headlines talking about Harry and Meghan have been phased out and they no longer have any friends, and stuff like this. I mean, I saw this come up. I believe this was from GB News. "Meghan and Harry have suffered a low blow in King's new announcement. Buckingham Palace has advertised a key interior design job at the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's former UK pad." I mean, the former UK pad that they paid $2 million for themselves to renovate, only to have taken away from them. That was given to them as a gift from the Queen and then taken away. And how can you say that, somebody who's living as free as they are, as happy as they are, as luxuriously as they are, is suffering a low blow in a 17-bedroom estate? Please. It's really, really sad. I mean, how desperate the tabloids have gotten. And now, as we're going to see later on in the chat, not only have they gotten desperate, now they're starting to just straight up get irritated at William and Kate because they're not paying the bills the way the Sussexes do. Alrighty. But yes, the royals did wish Harry, at least on social media, a very happy birthday, both on the royal family social media pages and the Prince and Princess of Wales social media pages. After 2 years of not wishing him a happy birthday, after years of completely and utterly ignoring the Sussex kids. I remember the last time, probably the only time since Harry and Meghan left, that they posted a happy birthday to Prince Archie. They used the same picture from his christening. Them people never saw them kids. And even now, the rhetoric continues of Harry, please come back, wanting this man to leave his wife and kids. And, they don't wish Meghan a happy birthday. They don't wish her children a happy birthday. Just Harry. The message is still very clear. We want Harry and Harry only. But Harry is focused on his children, as he showed every time he's come to the UK. He literally came for 28 hours and 42 minutes. They even counted that extra 42 minutes because it means so much to them. That's 42 minutes that they had to possibly get a picture to help pay the rent. He came and he went. He's done this every single time. The man has priorities. Priorities being his family and his business. Anywho, Harry, I'm sure, had a great birthday with his community and with his family in their lovely estate. Also, Meghan was seen out and about, and initially people were wondering, well, why don't we have a full-length picture? So that she had actually gone to her godmother's again. And the reason there was no picture was because the squad spotted it, because they don't miss nothing. This looks like it's Archie that was with her. And obviously in California, celebrities like Jennifer Garner and Halle Berry, they fought really, really hard to make sure that the paparazzi cannot take or at least publish pictures of celebrity children. So shout out to the squaddy that spotted that. Archie is literally half of Meghan's height. He's already so tall. You can just see the top of his red auburn hair. Adorable. It's also just great to know that the tabloids know that they cannot post pictures of the kids. All right, we will get on to that's Harry's birthday. There was a lot of organizations that were posting happy birthday and just wishing him well. But I'll get your comments and then we will get on, because there is so much to get through today. I might even do one or two call-ins. Mina, you said the Petty family could have just not made a post on Prince Harry's birthday. Now when they haven't done it is. Well, they do have a new comms person. And I think especially after the Kate's video didn't really go down too well, I think they're trying to find anything to distract. And yes, I mean, it definitely got them some engagement. It was quite interesting. If you actually go to that post on Instagram, you've got a mixture of people saying, oh, it's nice of you to wish Harry happy birthday. And then you've got other people say, oh my gosh, how dare, how could you, after what Harry said? People really getting in their emotions that they wished Harry a happy birthday. Ridiculous. Anywho, next thing that I wanted to get onto, the video. Now, Kate released, her announcement video for, letting us all know that she's recovering, cancer-free, and all the rest of it. And it really just has not gone down well. And something that I didn't even think about until I saw this tweet from Glow Lee. She said, it's quite strange to me. It was filmed a while ago. The filming would have been a full day shoot, several different location moves, retakes with William and Kate, and with the children, and editing, a script prepared and approved. Kate I think it's probably meant to be going into the studio to record it, because there's a voiceover, so she would have had to go into a studio to record that. Retakes, then editing and tweaks and polishing up. It's so contrived and it's still unclear if she's saying she's cancer-free at this present time. And I didn't even think about that. I didn't think of that. They would have to go through all of that just to film this ad with a whole team, and that would have cost money. And now the tabloids, the likes of Liz Jones, Richard Eden, are now writing articles like this. He said, Liz Jones, Kate's video was moving, but to me, something feels off. I fear others will see through it. Richard Eden, verdict on Kate's a manipulative film from the Palace Insiders and Charles's friend, and why I'm deeply concerned about this glossy PR strategy. These type of headlines, we don't typically see them from people like Liz Jones and Richard Eden. And even they're kind of like scratching their heads like, what is going on? Like, what on earth is going on? Even Camilla Tominey, who we have not seen for a while, she was not feeling this at all. So let's just take a listen to this, because I just found all of this to be, quite frankly, hilarious. I think that the tabloid writers and people like Camilla Tominey, I think they're a little bit peeved that they have not been included. And I don't think they probably even knew that this video was going to come out. I think they're also being shut out at the moment. So they're not happy about that. And they're also not happy about the fact that you know, it's Harry and Meghan that make the money, and they don't have access to Harry and Meghan. So let's have a listen to what Camilla Tominey had to say, because it was truly hilarious. Okay, give me a sec.
Yeah, but the problem is that the problem I have anyway is, yes, you mentioned those moments when we've seen them being affectionate before, but that was genuine and spontaneous. This looked like it was scripted. It made me feel uncomfortable because I felt as though it was kind of put on. It didn't seem natural. So, is
it a bit too Sussex-ish?
Yeah. So I think that look, they're almost trying to out Sussex the Sussexes, aren't they? Which is not a good place for them to be.
I mean, if fair, this doesn't look out of place in comparison to Oprah Winfrey and Netflix.
Yeah.
Does it? And Spare, this is like, oh my goodness, by comparison. Beyonce's just texted, this looks quite reserved.
Okay, that's the first one. This is the second one.
Harry and Meghan, though, I wonder what they're thinking in Montecito. I wonder what Meghan is saying to...
I mean, they're thinking nothing. They're thinking absolutely nothing. They're minding their business. And this is the other weird thing about the tabloid press. There's like one-sided battle that they have going. Harry and Meghan are thinking nothing. They're minding their business.
Harry, oh my God, if we had produced this video, we would have been castigated by the British media. It's so unfair how William and Kate are treated so differently to you and me, Harry.
But would Meghan have been wrong if she said that? Because isn't that exactly what you do?
Wouldn't she?
She might.
Because we would have castigated them if they had produced this.
Yeah. Yes, and I'm not going to do a Prince Harry impression.
Oh, go on.
No, sorry. But because it would involve probably him swearing at me, which is my...
yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Meghan. We'll do our own video in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that they don't...
That is a very good point, Dorothy. What did Harry and Meghan have to do with Kate Williams' video?
Want to be trying to outdo the Sussexes. You know, their strength is that they should be above all that. They shouldn't be trying to be this sort of Instagram, perfection. I go back to my original point. I know, but
I appeal to the youngsters.
I know, but I go back to my original point. If it's
does this appeal to the youngsters? Wait, what youngsters were waiting for this video?
About cancer, you know, why is she not using that platform to A, thank the people who've treated her by showing them, and B, show people that, look, I've been through what you may be going through. Here's me, you know, whether it's just her taking a tablet or, you know, whatever, just something that shows you that she has been through this, rather than here's me walking through a wheat field looking like the perfect family.
We'll get on to read.
Did anyone think that comment was just super shady? Show herself taking the tablet. It's like they want to say something, but they're not saying it.
This looks quite reserved.
Okay, video number 3. Listen to this.
People are just listening to that audio clip, and they would probably think, yeah, that's not... Listening to it myself, just as audio, I've got no problem with it. The problem I have is with the images. So anybody who, for people who haven't seen it, the clip has lots of footage of William and Kate and the children, some clips of them playing cards with her family as well. Lots of slow-mo, lots of them cuddling, lots of them lying on the ground together,
adorable,
walking through a wheat field in slow-mo. And I didn't like it at all. I felt it was the wrong way of going about it. I think that what she is saying is very impactful, and as I said, I think that's fine. Everything she's said about cancer is right. But why, if she wants to reach out to people who have been through the same thing, why are we not seeing any cancer nurses? Why are we not seeing maybe her meeting some cancer patients? Why are we not seeing some footage of her receiving treatment, which would be...
Good questions. Questions we don't have an answer to.
Really, striking. And
because it's a vision of hope. It's looking forwards, not backwards. She's there as a mum. She's a royal. She's a wife. You're reacting like this because, let's be honest, you are the Princess Anne of the Telegraph. Okay, you are. Keep calm, carry on.
If you say so.
Hardworking. You don't like the emotional. You don't like the Wizard of Oz curtain being ripped from this
No, I don't.
family.
No, I don't. I think that the one of the biggest strengths for the royal family is their mystique, and I think that if you give away too much of that mystique, it lessens them.
But they've always been depicted as being very sick.
And this is the problem, because we're now in an era where authenticity and openness is valued more. And especially when this institution is an institution of privilege at a time when people are struggling, I don't think that mystique helps them anymore. But the problem is that when they try to become more open, they don't know how to be authentic because they've never had to be. Okay, we're just going to listen to one last audio. But I just think it's so interesting how even Camilla, but especially the gentleman, is speaking, because you would have never heard this type of rhetoric before, not from a tabloid, and not from a publication. Oh, Telegraph isn't really a tabloid, so I should rather say not from a publication like the Telegraph.
Beautiful video showing the moment. One Gen Zer, my 15-year-old daughter, had a bit of a surprising response because I thought she'd like the whole Insta nature of it all. Just going to read out a little message. That video was quite cheesy and a bit awkward. Like, yes, it was very sweet, but also just really weird, like filming her leaning on a tree and looking into the distance. I don't know. It's just like this. You're in real life, not a film.
Yeah,
I'm saying that for
Yeah, and this is the reaction that a lot of people have had, like the way that it's so staged. When this isn't, I might actually read an article from somebody who was actually a cancer survivor who commented on this. This is just not how illness, especially something as difficult as cancer, this is just not what it looks like, and it's so tone deaf and out of touch with most people's lives.
She's going to hate me for it. Yeah. If she listens to this.
It was awkward. She's right. And I asked quite a few of our colleagues earlier, all of whom are younger than me, obviously, what they thought of it, thinking they might all say, oh, it was great, wasn't it? Touchy-feely. And more of them didn't like it than did.
Look at the division in the Telegraph readership, as is ever the case.
Yeah.
Mrs. Wake, a beautiful video showing the value of having a loving family to support you through the hardest of times. This is the princess's story presented the way she wanted it to be, full of hope, joy, and gratitude, with an underlying message.
But does a video like this give people hope? Does it make you feel great? Because what would you be grateful for? If you're a cancer survivor right now and you're on a waiting list for 2 to 3 months, and you're still having to work and you're still having to look after a family, what does this video say to you? All it says to me, or all it does is remind me of what a state the NHS is in. And literally, just a few days ago, this came out. Long NHS delays in England leading to thousands of unnecessary deaths, inquiry finds. Detailed analysis warns Keir Starmer it will take longer than 5 years to get waiting times back on track. So this literally comes out the very same week. Anyway, I don't think we need to listen to any more Camilla Tominey. I think you got the idea, but this, I think they thought that this would be a way of being more relatable, and it's just had the complete and utter opposite effect. Complete and utter opposite effect, because none of this actually makes sense at all. And what's even more weird is that William is actually looking more sick these days. What is going on with William? Does anybody, somebody please get this guy some rose hip oil, coconut oil, shea soap. Looking red and patchy, under eyes. The beard is trying, but it's struggling. This is a struggle beard. I'm pretty sure he's also lost some weight. Oh gosh, goodness knows what is happening in those castle walls. Just give me 1 sec, guys. I have to just get something. And we are back. Okay, other thing that I wanted to mention was Dan Whatnot. Dan Whatnot is back and having an absolute meltdown. I actually forgot to mention this at the beginning of the podcast, but anyway, here we are. So Dan Whatnot is still around. He's not on any of the major networks so far. Maybe they're just waiting for us to forget, and we should not forget what it was that Dan Wooten was very credibly accused of. But in response to the royals posting Harry on their Instagram pages, he posted this. Sad that you felt pressured into doing this, especially after Harry accused William of being a violent bully and Catherine of being a bee in spare. And Henry VIII responded to this by saying, Harry didn't call Kate a bee, he did not, but Dan Wooten sure did. What a birthday present, LOL. And this is the same Dan Wooten, by the way, who started stirring the pot about the so-called rural rivalry. And I think Dan Wooten is now also pissed that he doesn't have the access that he had before. He was being fed stories to the tune of, I think it was £4,000 a pot by Christiane Jones and some other insider. And he no longer has access. And he was told, listen, throw Harry and Meghan under the bus and stay out of this rural rivalry business. And all of those stories just disappeared. And from that time on, Dan Whatnot was throwing all types of vitriol at Harry and Meghan. Now he has no big platform. He's just struggling with his social media. And he has no access. And now he's throwing a tantrum. People like Dan Wooten, they are a loose cannon. And he knows things for sure. And this is why you don't get in bed with the devil. Because you'll never get any type of fair deal. All right, I'm going to your comments and then we'll get on to the next thing. Yeah, Desperate Daniel, sad little man. Yes, sad little man needs to sit his behind down. Veronica, you said, that is the look of a heartbroken man. Kate gave him an ultimatum to get rid of Rose, or the truth of Kate's MIA will come out. Something's going on. Because that is not, yes, Wendy, defeated, depressed, and withdrawn. That is not the look of a healthy man at all. Yes, Dan Whatnot. That's what we call him. Okay. Other thing that I wanted to mention. Some good news. Mail Online and Sun take an axe to US-based workforces. Murdoch's empire crumbling to pieces in the US. So let's have a read of this. News UK and DMGT are collectively axing scores of jobs in their American digital operations in a move that underlines the financial pressure on the industry, Sky News learns. Two of Britain's biggest newspaper publishers are taking an axe to their UK workforces, slashing scores of jobs, the latest evidence of mounting financial pressures. Sky News has learned that News UK, publisher of The Sun, and owner of the Daily Fail, have this week announced sweeping internal restructurings in their digital operations on the other side of the Atlantic. A spokesperson for The Sun said, the US Sun has been an incredibly successful business driving billions of page views, but you're axing jobs. However, the digital landscape has experienced seismic change in the last 12 months, and we need to reset the strategy and resize the team to secure the long-term sustainable future for the US business for the Sun's business in the US. So in corporate talk, that basically means we're losing money. We lose the money, we're failing. And failing. And we need to cut jobs. Because it doesn't matter how much we come at Harry and Meghan, it's still not filling our coffers the way we want it to. And people aren't interested in our BS. They aren't buying it anymore. That's what that means in corporate talk. She goes on to say, a spokesperson for Associated Newspapers, the DMGT subsidiary, which publishes the Daily Mail, said in response to an inquiry from Sky News, we have made a small number of job cuts in some areas of our US editorial department. Well, I mean, if you were doing well, you wouldn't be making any job cuts anywhere. This was difficult but necessary, and it will enable us to continue to invest in areas where we can grow our audience. Mind you, Rupert Murdoch also has other lawsuits lined up against him. So, yes, this is the one, Denise. Smartmatic is about to come to the dock. Murdoch got his money together, possible $1.2 billion lawsuit. I hope they get rinsed. I hope they get absolutely rinsed. I don't know, you said there's a huge court case between Rupert and the kids at the moment. It's been reported in Australia. The kids, what, his kids? I'll look into that. So that's some good news. More karma for the trolls. And also, people just aren't buying this nonsense anymore, and they're fed up of the vitriol and attacks. This right here, these are some screenshots from an LBC comment section. These are all responses to an article that was posted about Meghan. LBC used to be decent. Don't listen to this propaganda anymore. LBC is really going down the tubes with this right-wing bait and fascist apologist presenters. LBC is sliding firmly into its tabloid trousers. Someone at LBC is obsessed with Harry and Meghan. No one cares. The British media keep coming after this woman even when she's not in the country. But on the other hand, Kate has a bit of explaining to do. As we all know, she's hiding something and the media just totally ignores it. Never presses about her. Exactly. Can you leave him alone, please? What? A woman knows her mind? A woman who has clear boundaries and demands that they are respected? A woman who questions royal protocols that she doesn't understand or agree with because they're outdated and unnecessary? How dare she? A black woman who refuses to be silenced and knows her worth? You know, eventually, there's only so long that this can go on. And it will go on for as long as they think that they can keep it up. But people are starting to see this is nonsense. This ridiculous article was posted at the New York Post 2 days ago. And about Meghan being a dictator who terrified staff. Where's the evidence and where are the court filings for all these people who were supposedly bullied? They're nowhere to be seen because it was fake. Anyway, somebody did a quote tweet. A stan said, reducing grown men to tears, I'm afraid. All I can do is stan. That post, that retweet, got 174,000 likes. This was posted on the 15th. Kate's video, which was posted on the 9th, 136,000 likes. We can see where the attention is. And at some point, the tabloid writers, I think that you're going to have one or two things that are going to happen. They're either going to admit defeat or they're just going to turn on the other royals. And I feel like we're already seeing the very beginnings of that. Because what I'm seeing the last few days, especially since this Kate video came out, you would never ever see this before, especially when Harry and Meghan were still in the fold. Because the aim was to use Harry and Meghan as a shield and throw them under the bus and prop the others up. I think that so-called not so invisible contract, I think it's being torn to shreds. Anywho, that's all I really wanted to say for today. I will end with your comments. Thank you everyone for being so patient with me. Yes, the book is done. A little bit late, I do apologize, but it's with the formatter now, and as soon as it's finished, it will be live. I really do hope you all enjoy it. Those of you that are going to buy it, put my heart and soul into it, and I hope it's going to be as inspiring as we find our faves. Primary, you said no one watched Harry and Meghan's documentary more than William and Kate, it seems. Yeah. They're responsible for the 2 billion hours of Netflix streaming. It was them, not even us. Oh. Hi, Valerie. How you doing? Helen, very unbecoming for a future king and queen, frolicking in the sand. Frolicking in the sand on a beach that is apparently an unofficial nudist beach. I don't believe we actually have nudist beaches in the UK, but for some reason, a whole bunch of people have decided to turn this particular beach that Kate and William shot this video at into a nudist beach. A campaign was launched in 2010 to ban nudists from the site, after holidaymakers and locals reported on Facebook that they had been propositioned for S in the very same dunes where the Wells family marked their milestones. Lovely. Hey, Joy, listening from work. Glad to give you some joy while you're at work. Okay. I'm going to end this there. Thank you so much, Anne Lewis. Thank you, everyone, for your kind words. Yes, it's not easy finishing a book. And it's not even a long one, by the way. But, you know, every word counts. So I wanted everything to be perfect. Okay, folks, that's all I wanted to go into today. Harry obviously had a fantastic weekend. And there's so much coming up. New York. Oh, this starts this weekend. The tour starts this weekend. So count down to that, and I'm sure we'll have a few nice things coming during the week, even before that starts. So, yes. See you tomorrow, folks. Ciao.